barn sitting with Unit Chief Emily Prentiss. Now, Agent Prentiss, do you know why you're here today?
I do not.
Agent Giroux didn't call you?
No.
We're not off to a very good start, are we? I've asked you one question and you've lied to me. So try that again. Did Agent Giroux call you?
No, Agent Giroux did not call me. I called her to let her know we had another case. She informed me that she had spoken with you, but she did not disclose what was said.
Agent Giroux isn't in any trouble. I expected she'd call you. As I'm sure you're aware, it is the one-year anniversary of Agent Reed's arrest in Mexico following a high-speed chase with the local authorities. Your team traveled down to conduct your own investigation into the incident, and per your case report, transfer him to a federal facility in the U.S. I went through your findings and subsequent months-long investigation. The thing is, once I started to dig, I couldn't stop. What I found, Agent Prentiss, was that with you at the helm, team loyalty is more important than bureau policy.
That's not a fair assessment.
As your team has expanded, so have the cases you've agreed to investigate. Mistakes have been made. So that's what we're here to discuss. The state of the Behavioral Analysis Unit under the leadership of Emily Prentiss. Being the most recent example.
Most recent example of what?
Team gone rogue.
We've been accused of that before. We've even testified in front of the Senate Intelligence Committee. It wasn't true then, and it isn't true now.
But you'd agree that transparency and accountability are of the utmost importance?
Of course.
So, the shooting death of a man in custody in a police station in Roswell...
Hold on, let's just get our facts straight first. It was a suicide, not a shooting. The man in question wasn't in custody, and he was not in a police station. Mr. Downey voluntarily agreed to speak with the police about an unusual death in the Roswell truther community.
And he had a concealed weapon?
The weapon wasn't detected due to a mechanical error with a metal detector that the Roswell PD had installed. There was no indication that he or anyone else would be armed.
However, if you had questioned this group formally in a police station, the outcome might very well have been different.
The truthers distrust law enforcement. They would never have cooperated if we'd brought them into a police station.
Perhaps not.
And ultimately, that decision allowed us to find the person responsible for the murder of a local man.
At the cost of another. And then there's the death of SSA Stephen Walker, your team member. You knew Agent Walker. You worked with him on assignment in France. You recruited him to join the BAU.
He was an exemplary agent.
SSA Walker was the first agent to die in the field in the BAU's storied history.
So I can tell you what kind of...
On our year-long investigation to apprehend Mr. Scratch, Stephen Walker's work was essential to our case.
Your team drove into an ambush.
No, we spent months on the offensive, luring Scratch out of hiding, and it worked. Agent Walker's death was a tragedy, but it wasn't
anyone's fault. Preventable. I spoke with Agent Walker's widow, and you're lucky she's not suing the Bureau for negligence. What we have here, Agent Prentiss, is a series of questionable decisions.
You're not out in the field. It's not black and white. These are snap decisions.
Okay. Then let's go back to the case that triggered this review. I spoke with an Officer Cabrera in Matamoros, Mexico. Do you remember him?
I do.
For our reports, I would like to have the recording of that cognitive interview.
I didn't record it.
Who has the knife? Who is stabbing Rosa?
It's in my hand.
Right now, this is just more evidence against him.
I trust you know what you're doing.
We do.
He says you deleted a voice memo in which Agent Reed allegedly confessed to the murder of Nari Ramos. That's not just tampering with evidence. That's obstruction of justice. Charges that could end your career.
I'd like to take a break. Okay, 2 more of the